the voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love you.
Fit FM is owned and operated by Communistation Company Limited, located in Stuart Castle, Duncan's Trelawney, Jamaica. We broadcast on FM 96.7 locally and is heard worldwide on fitfmja.com. Our mission is to amplify diverse voices and opinions, inform, educate, entertain, and engage listeners of all ages and lifestyle while promoting responsible community development. Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music.
Blessings and light. This is Imara, the musical revolutionary. Your host and the community buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. This and every Monday at 3 p.m. From the home to the community to the wider world. Let us be the change we want to see. Join me this and every Monday at 3 p.m. on the community buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. Struggle goes on. We are the builders of the pyramids. We are the builders of the stone cities of Zimbabwe. We build them White House. We build them factories. With blood, we sweat with tears. With flesh, with bones. Them use build them economy. Now them want come con you and me. With them science and them technology. We make them take with knowledge. Now them are deafly. Them are blindly. We are walk, we are ride, we are drive, we are fly. Nah look, nah see. Eyes focus on the screen of an iPhone, Galaxy, tablet, Blackberry. Wake up, look. Uno no sister them are very weak. Ancestors crying out. Them are weak. You see we heading back to slavery. Robotic, digital, technological slavery. Grand afternoon. Yes, this is Imara, the musical revolutionary. And this is the community buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. Yes, we are on the World Wide Web as well, www.fitfmja.com. And we are also smallcasting and primal4k.com. It's www.primal4k.com. Yes, we are here. Yes, final community buzz for the year. Next week, Monday is what? The 25th is Christmas Day. Seeing? So maybe it's about the 8th of January, you see we again. Because the other month, the other week is New Year's Day. Seeing? So we give thanks that we are here on this final leg of the community buzz on Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. Well, today we are going to hold a different kind of vibes, and maybe next year when we're going to it, we are going to explore more women in religion, you know what I mean, and religious practices are spiritual practices, you know, and the role that they played, and to see how leadership role is important or not important to them, because it's something that we are looking at, you know, within this patriarchal dominated world, you know. And may I read a book from one day? I mean, just go through it today. When God Was a Woman. It's very deep, you see what I say? And we are going to explore that, you know, for sure. What the female, when she or God was a woman, it was a more organic world. It was a more harmonious world. At the time, there was balance, because there's not any ego or so much testosterone in the woman for her to try to show that she have to be the one who is dominating. So if you observe the original principles and the original orders, the principle of Ma'at is the female energy, you know what I mean? The giver of life, the nurturer of life. So we are going to do some exploration in this thing. But you know what? we're in the season of Kwanzaa, and we say season, but for us, Kwanzaa is all year round, you know what I mean? But since the 26th is the date that it started to the 1st of January, we decided that, you know, we will share the principles, you know, even this last day of the community buzz for 2023. So we are going just go through the principles of Kwanzaa again, that ones and ones can understand the principles of Kwanzaa. See? So, day first is Umoja, unity. That's what Umoja means, unity. And it goes like this: to strive and maintain unity in family, community, nation, and race. That is the principle one, you know, first principle of Kwanzaa. And the second principle is Kujichagulia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves, you know. That is Kujichagulia. See, Ujima is the third principle of Kwanzaa, collective work and responsibility. You know, so we must do that. Collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and our sisters' problems our problems and solve them together. And fourth principle is Ujama, cooperative economics. To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. And the fifth principle is Nia, which is purpose. We must have a purpose, you know. Each one have to define and decide the purpose that they are here for. So it goes like this: to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. And sixth principle is Kuhumba, which is creativity, to always do as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. See? And the final principle, which is on January 1, which is the seventh principle, would be Imani, and that's faith, right? To believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. So those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. To go deeper into Kwanzaa, you know, is always seven candles. Each candles will light them on each day, and you know, it is the color of what you call the UNIA, the red, black, and green. Seeing the corn stick, you know, we need to go dig up back some of the principles. We used to have them thing that my head. The corn stick represent the family, you know what I mean, and it shows a certain level of caring. And the kinara, which is what the Congo stick could be on, and all of these things. So it is really an ancient practice, you know. But I say Maluana Karinga, you know what I mean, came up with the idea in 1966, you know, and launched it, you know, even though there are some controversy around that the founder of Kwanzaa name, that he was once a part of the FBI spying on black liberators. But that's another story, you know what I mean? But let's observe the principles rather than even trying to tear down a man, because sometimes people go through all sorts of struggles, you know what I mean? Sometimes some people do something in a state of ignorance, and then them find out, say, what they were doing wasn't something, you know, in the best interest of their people, you know what I mean? And that is one of the things that we are facing here in our little island, Jamaica, not just Jamaica alone, but among African people. We have been colonized with a colonized education, and that education, you know what I mean, don't really allow a lot of us to, you know, have that kind of self-actualization, to understand self, you know, or more likely looking through the eyes of the oppressors than through our own eyes, you know what I mean? So that is one of the things. Well, you know, we are going to talk Rastafari, but we are going to look at Rastafari through the lens of a female, so me I say, and his sister is a beautiful sister, Marcia Elliott, you know what I mean, we know her as the sister of the great Fred Locks. See? And she's a serious sister, she's a fire sister. She's a part of the 12th tribe of Israel. You know what I mean? So we are going to go into, the founding movement of the founding principles, are some of the principles of Rastafari, why it started and how it started, and some of the diversion and the divisiveness in the movement, and the togetherness, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons. This is how we are going to observe Rastafari, but looking on it through the lens of a empress who has been there for a very, very, very long time. She's really there. She told me how recently we had a discussion, and she said she signed up Rastafari from about age 17. So that maybe me not go say how old she is. She will tell me. I mean, I run the rest there, that joke they're saying. You understand? But it is just a beautiful vibes, As I say, I'm gonna read a book your name, When God Was a Woman. See? And me just so touch a little part. In difficulties I encounter gathering material, I could not help thinking of the ancient writing and statuary that must have been intentionally destroyed. Accounts of the antagonistic attitude of Judaism, Christianity, Mohammedanism, Islam towards the sacred artifacts of the religions that preceded them reveal that this was so, especially in the case of the goddess worship in Canaan, which is now Palestine. How many people know that? The bloody massacres, the demolition of statues, that is to say, pagan idols and sanctuaries, are recorded in the pages of the Bible following this command by Yahweh. You must completely destroy all the places where the nations you dispossess have served their gods on high mountains, on hills, under the spreading tree. You must tear down their altars, smash their pillars, cut down their sacred poles, set fire to their carved images as their gods of their gods. Let me read that part again. You must tear down their altars, smash their pillars, cut down their sacred poles, set fire to their carved images of their gods, and wipe out their name from that place. Deuteronomy 12, 2 and 3. There shall be little doubt that the continuous attack, as recorded in the Old Testament, destroyed much precious, irretrievable information pertaining to female rulership and all of these things. So we're going to play a piece of music, and when we come forward, we hope we have Marcia Elliott, So we're going to play Fred Locks. All right. Which one that? So just say. I. Watch out.
Rasta don't work for no CIA. Just sent us here to show the way. Oh yeah, Rasta don't work for no politician. True Rasta man is a good and upright man. So he will live, yes, he'll live forevermore. Through the mercy, he'll enjoy. So just say, for through your work, you will get paid. the people what you say. Yeah. Rastaman, don't put his trust in God. He puts his trust in the never give his strength unto the soldier say. Rasta don't work for no CIA. Just sent us here to show the way. Oh yeah, Rasta don't work for no politician. True Rasta man is a good and upright man. So he will live, yes he live forevermore through the mercy. He'll enjoy. So just say, according to your work, you will get paid. So try to live in an upright way. Tell the people what you say. Yeah.
Yes, the great Fred Locke, so just say Rasta no work, CIA. Yes, so I say, and you see, sometimes when we observe the thing, the Rasta man, has gone through so many things, you know what I mean? And we hear those sentiments echoes in many songs, you know what I mean? Not working for the CIA. Or the CIA was always there within our midst, you know what I mean? Spying on the Rasta man. See? But as we say, we are going to explore women in religious movement, women in spirituality. See? And as we say, we are read a book named, When God Was a Woman. See? And it's there's a part here, I read a part here that people can get a vibes, Despite the discovery of temples of the goddess in nearly every Neolithic and historic excavation, Werner Keller writes that the female deity worshipped primarily on hills and knolls, simply echoing the words of the Old Testament. Professor W.F. Albright, one of the leading authorities on the archaeology of Palestine, wrote of the female religion as orgiastic nature of worship. And what am I talking about? It's too much pleasure, too much if you observe what that word means, you know what I mean? Sensuous nudity, gross mythology. He continued by saying that it was replaced by Israel with its pastoral simplicity and purity of life, its lofty monotheism, and its severe code of ethics. So, what am I say? The man have more ethics than the female. That's what they are saying. See, it is difficult to understand how these words can be academically justified after reading of the massacres perpetrated by the Hebrews and the original inhabitants of Canaan, right? As portrayed in the book of Joshua, especially chapters 9 to 11. Professor S.H. Hook in the collection of essay, Myth, Rituals, and Kingship, openly admits, I firmly believe that God chose Israel to be the vehicle of revelation. See, so we observe these things and observe the power and the vibration. Now we have online a sister saying who is still a Rastafari follower, or a woman who sight up Rastafari. See, she is very specific when you're addressing her pertaining to His Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie. I mean, she's very meticulous with certain things. Seeing so, we want to invite our dear sister, Marcia Elliott, to the community buzz and Fit FM and to the wider world. Seeing, blessings and light, Sister Marcia Elliott.
Yes,
how you doing?
am I on air now?
You are on air.
All right.
Yes.
So I want to say greetings, first of all, to the ones in the studio.
Yes.
Greetings to Radio Land.
Yes.
And give thanks that I am on Fit FM today on the community buzz.
Yes.
And I do hope I have the buzzing away.
You start the buzz already. I'm feeling the buzz coming from your side. You know what I mean?
I can hardly hear you good though, you know. I hear you, but it's kind of like, you know.
You're in the clear now?
I hear you a little clearer, yes.
All right, we are going to stay right there, so and make sure me hold the vibes in the microphone. See, now, as I said, you know what I mean, we're observing, you know, Rastafari from a woman perspective and through the lens of a empress. See, and one of the things what we always look at, see, is I am reading a book now called When God Was a Woman.
Yeah, on a speakerphone where you're coming, we're picking up. Can I hear you clear still in or keep?
It's not a speakerphone. Yeah, we're coming through direct. We are in studio. So,
okay.
Yeah. You hearing me clearer now?
I hear you when you ask me that, but when you start talking, then it goes away.
Okay.
I can hardly, you know, make out the words that you're saying.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear the female loud and clear.
Yeah, you're clearer than me.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what is happening there, but I'm on the other side. She is the producer. See? So anyway.
You can't go ahead. You can't go ahead. I will, you know.
Let's see. I want to make sure that you hear me clearly still, you know. So
I want to make sure.
See, so I am looking on
this is better.
Okay. I am looking on the movement, right? And as I said to you, there's a question I sent, and I asked you, yes, you know, and you said you put a question inside. I asked, do you think that the movement is a patriarchy, or is there a balance within it? See?
Again, I don't know what's going on.
All right, you know what we're gonna do? When the producer come, you know, sit in, we're gonna just try to, you know, make sure say we kind of
keep going out like it was keep going away.
I don't know what is happening. Sometimes the line
try call again.
Sometimes the line them behave that way, you know. So what we are gonna do is maybe
I think what happened, you will start off talking and then you go down low. So if you keep to that pitch,
yeah. But I am at the same pitch. We have to call her again because it seems like she's having some difficulty. You know what I mean? You know, see, I saw the lines here sometimes, especially in the weather. Yeah, I mean, so find a piece of music and, you know, call her forward and see something. You know what I mean? Yes, this is the Community Buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. We are so smallcasting on primal4k.com. See, so tune in. You can call in 876-478-9144, 876-513-6668. Yes. It's the Community Buzz. You know it go. This is technology, and sometimes some line not too clear. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes some of the line them clear. So we are trying to see if we can reconnect with Sister Marcia Elliott. We're going to talk Rastafari. See? You know?
I see you coming from every side, but I didn't run. No, I didn't. I just guide and protect me, so no wicked can set free. You see, when I come across men like these, I just go down on my knees and I beg.
Yes, yes, yes. That's Fred Locks, featuring Fred Locks today.
Because I know the questions, some of the questions they might ask. So I
Yeah.
just have to try to pick up from, mhm.
You're hearing me clearer now?
I hear you now. I hear you now. I just want to open space like that. I hear you now. Yeah.
All right, blessings. So, my sister, I could go straight into it. Give us a
Yes,
synopsis of your life journey, where you're born, your school, and all of these things. Just give
All
us
right.
yeah.
Okay. I was 17 plus years old when I started up Rastafari. And I have to say, I started up through a mystical incorporation because quickly I met a sister at a hospital and she was a little upset because the doctors weren't attending to us.
Mhm.
And I was looking at her as, why she behaving like that and things. But and she was born in a like a fire and things. That time I never know about fire burn, but now that I know it and things. And she just decided to come over to me and ask said to me, if you saw the Babylon system set up, you can't get a doctor, you know long with it, you're there a long time. And I said yes. And she said, anyways, that spirit sent me to you. And she said, I want to tell you about the 12 tribes of Israel. But before we do that, we want to talk about our Father and explain it to you. She went into our Father, explained it to me. Then she told me that very same night they were going to have a meeting. To cut a long story short, I reached to the meeting. When I got to the meeting, I saw Brethren and sister sitting up. And I went and I sat beside her. She said, no, this is for the executives. And she put me in a seat in front of everyone and thing. They were reading the Bible. They were talking about back to Africa. Me coming from a Black Power movement perspective, that suited me to hear them talking about back to Africa. Because Angela Davis was one of the persons that I look upon. And, I just, even up to this day, and I say, let me hear what them really have to say. And to know them was still embracing the Bible, that balanced me. So I just said, all right, I'm going to go along with this thing. And I kept going to the meetings. Once I went in my uniform down by Trenchtown, that's Davis Lane, and I hear police, I'm not police, soldier people was coming. I'm going to take up school children from there because that them see them things at Rasta camp. And people going there to just smoke ganja and infiltrate people with stupidity when nothing didn't go like that. Pure intelligent people. I remember seeing Peter Phillips, Jerry Small, and all them brethren and other sister Bonnie Aaron. And that time I didn't know them name, but after knowing them, I said, but these are intellect people from UTEC and UA and all of that. So what I'm talking about. I feel comfortable and I kept going to meetings. I couldn't stay back to become a member because meetings would finish like 3 a.m. So I had to reach home by 10 p.m. And so one night I just made up my mind and said, I'm whatever the cost, I am going to be a member. And it's like they wanted, how they do it, you have to walk up. Anybody who's interested, who's stepping up. Them call anybody interested to step up and you step up. And I was the 12th person. Understand, I'm from the 12th tribe. And I said, yeah, man, this sealer, this sealer. So this is where I'm to be. I didn't know nothing about no bubbles other than I used to see them up in the hills with them turban and people say me black art man. Of course, my brother Fred Loxon was of the Naya being thing and they must say it's stupidness and even we were giving him a fight. And then after understanding what the Rastafari movement was about, I just say, something, me not going to stop fighting, because me want to see what things all about. And I felt very comfortable. And I found out that I was from the tribe of Benjamin. And this was like something spiritual. And I know I jump in a little bit, One of the things they told us is that after the month were born, they check the moon because they have a chart, even though the
all right, we are going to go there in a little later, saying pertaining to the colors and
that is how I sight up. That is my journey right there. I didn't know about anything else but there, and I felt comfortable there.
And from being a part from a Rasta woman, from the time you see yourself as a Rasta woman, is a Rastafari. We tell us that she meticulous, As from the time you see yourself as, I could clarify this when you say Rastafari, because I know it's Imperial Majesty. Is
Rasta, it don't have no meaning, it don't have no substance, it don't have no feelings, nothing to me. It's just a slang. People just say, boy, Rasta, no, me have to kill the man. Rasta, them can't say Rastafari, no, them can't bright to that.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, we know Ras, right,
Tafari.
as a title. Tafari is the name of His Imperial Majesty before.
Yes, so it's a Rastafari movement, not a Rasta.
Yeah, so when we say Rastafari movement, right, we want people to get the clarity that
Yes.
Rastafari is the name of Haile Selassie when he
Yes.
became the head of what
Yes,
is
at a young age.
at a young ras at about age 14 when he become the governor of Harare.
Right.
See,
Right.
that was the time that he got the name Rastafari. Before that, he was Ras Makanan, right?
All right.
See, so we want people to get some clarity on that. So when you say you are a Rastafari woman, they understand what you mean.
Yeah,
See,
well, now we are coming. Yes.
I know where you come from. Now, how you see the movement? Is it or you see yourself first? Are you a spiritual person or a religious person?
It's I see me as spiritual, entering the movement of Rastafari as a way of life. So I don't see it religious. I see it spiritual as a way of life.
A way of life to me, sorry for break
Yes.
you. A way of life to me is very vague because there are many ways of life.
Yes.
You know?
And the ways that I know
Yeah.
is how we dress, what we eat.
Yeah.
Although to be very, very honest, know that I have been going around other Rastafari mansions. They don't embrace meat eating. 12 Tribe does. But I came off of meat not because of 12 Tribe, because of my personal health reasons. And I decided no more for me, and I stick to. I was having chicken and fish. Then I say, I don't need these things, and I'm now vegan. But that doesn't mean that I went fat on my one for eating chicken and thing, because in that. But and that is how 12 Tribe have it, so I can't fight that down. When you go into the big house, it's a different thing. If you hear some man even eat fish, then burn them out. But as I said, it's not to me. I don't take that up as a big deal. I leave that for once, though.
Yeah.
Sort that out for themselves.
As you mentioned that, now we have some clarity. You believe eating meat and drinking liquor, you think it have anything to do with one's spirituality? Eating meat, drinking alcohol, you believe it have anything to do with one's spirituality?
Of course. Well, first of all, the eating of the meat, whether they want to accept it or not, in the long run, it's going to go against them somehow, some way, because it is from the animal. And the animals are even smarter because they are eating our food and we are eating them. When I say that, I mean like if you give them vegetables, they're gonna eat it. But they're not gonna eat back their own meat. I've never seen that.
Yes.
So, and I remember a virgin wants to look at the turn corn meal. I'm giving it to the dogs when we should be getting that,
See.
and things like that. So dogs will eat, So it's just all them just do this thing, and I don't know where it's coming from. I guess if we read the Bible or go way back, you'll probably realize that they didn't know maybe any better. But no, we know better, we do better. That's how I look at it. I didn't know better. I know better now. So I definitely, not the meat eating thing would not work for me. I still drinking. I just want to smell beer and I'm drunk. So me personally wouldn't even want to go there. I don't even smoke. I wouldn't want to go there. But I would think that if you take alcohol, if them put it in a little cake and they might say when you feel bad, them sap you with rum and you feel better and all of that. But for once, to just take that as a habit. Dreadlocks walking around with cup in them, and everywhere you go, you see a dreadlock with a cup in them and walking lean. I never used to see that. So I don't even know where all that came from. Or coming from.
But some people, because as you mentioned, there's certain order in a Rastafari. See,
of course.
When it comes to health consciousness, I believe no other movement push it like Rasta in a Jamaica. You understand? Now, when it comes to the 12 tribe of Israel, a lot of people and enough Rasta Far youth out there believe 12 tribe was kind of a bit, liberal. Liberal. It was more liberal because people could have drink beer, especially when Jalova play, and people could have drink Heineken.
At the beginning, it wasn't exactly like that. But I guess, I don't know where that came from eventually, where the beer started to be introduced there. But I don't remember in the beginning seeing those things. It was natural juice. As a matter of fact, Brother Gad was one of those that did him. This thing that him did at the HQ and would have that. Oh God, it's just very more health thing I saw at that time, but not so much no meat eating is juices. Boy, as Alan still cool, I could tell you about him and the juices. So we didn't know about the natural juices more than anything else. My son never grew up off a Milo and things. And I was in 12 tribe. So I don't know where all of that really
Mhm.
came about, when it came about, but it came about. And
Yeah.
I can't say where and when and why.
All right. As a sister who is a part of this movement from age 17, right? You observe that Mr. Carrington, God was
I observed that what?
that God was the leader of the organization from
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time.
man, yeah.
See, you want to give us a little rundown of the history, and how the organization was
Well,
formed.
when I went to that meeting, I heard this person talking. I couldn't see the person,
Mhm,
but it was a powerful voice with such clear messages about back to Africa. And
mhm,
because I guess every meeting you would welcome the new people and you would give them you know, a little rundown of what 12 Tribe is about. And of course, they would start off with greetings in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who has revealed himself in the personality of his Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Christ in his kingly character.
mhm,
And I asked about that, and I was told that Haile Selassie is from the lineage of David and Christ, and they sent us to the Bible of where we could read that. And
mhm,
by reading that and accepting that, I said, yes, this teachings is all right for me. Because
mhm.
I used to go to the Catholic Church, I was going to become a nun.
Okay.
So it's like, so that's just to show you, I was very religious.
Mhm,
So, I said, leaving from that now to the spirituality, because now spirit, I felt more comfortable dealing with that.
mhm,
And Brother God was just this person that always teaching. He's always telling us things is like a real little prophet. I'm telling you,
mhm.
because I even remember once he said, whenever you see, and never forget it, you see like the membership is drifting away. When you're knitting a tam, that is what he used. When you're knitting a tam and you sit reeling out and you grab the needle and put it together, just try to come together. Just come back together, be knitted.
Mhm,
And that just resonated with me for all my life and in everything that I do. So
mhm.
there were some things that he would just teach. And, the children, even the children could catch on to it because he made sure him start the songs them and you follow after him. So you can know it.
Mhm.
So I just have to give my lift my hat to him and respect and everything for that.
Yeah.
And I don't think that changed much. If anything changed, I didn't put that into my system to say, okay, I'm not gonna go to the 12 tribe of Israel, or no, I went right back to where it started and I just continue on that path.
Mhm, mhm. In every movements, right? I observe, from time come down, even where we are in the world now with
Huh?
structure. You're not hearing me?
Sometimes your voice go ahead. What you just say?
Yeah, in every religious movement, right?
Yes.
From time down, you have the Pope, you have several Pope. When one Pope leave office, another Pope take over. See? Now,
Several pope, you said pope?
yeah, Pope, yeah,
Yeah,
in,
the
in,
pope then from the Roman Catholic. Yeah.
in Christendom. See? So one of the things that I want to ask, pertaining to God, was he preparing somebody, a successor, that if he wasn't around to take up the mantle?
Oh, well, all right, because you see, that's why we have seconds and first in 12 tribe. Every brother get have a second, and that will be Sangi. The
Mhm,
Sangi is now seen as the God first. So we do have second and first, but it's not that sorry, because he's God first. It means he's going to be leadership. But it means that him took the seat because Brother Gad was first and you were second, him came, yeah? But
mhm.
right now you have Brother Levi, we call him so. He's the seer, he's the one that is the one that in charge, or I always say in charge, but one of the executive that ensure that everything goes all right and he makes certain decisions.
Yeah.
And Sister Vi passing, that's Brother Gad's wife, his wife,
Mm.
Levi wife is now the Dinah, because we have to have a female representative. We never had
Okay.
a problem with females. That's why we
Okay.
have 12 virgins and 12 sisters and a
Okay.
female.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
We
a
have 12
question.
virgins.
As you say, Sangi, you mean Brother Sangi Davis?
Yeah, man. Yes.
That famous songwriter?
Yes.
Okay.
We're a
Okay.
songwriter, producer, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say he is the one who is in.
He's the God first, no, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's the leader. But he's
Okay.
one of them, yes, but he's God first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody texting a question. You
Yeah.
say she wanted to be a nun. Why you did want to become a nun? Why?
But what the person said? Huh?
She asking why you did want to become a nun.
Oh, because I guess it was just I was growing up like my aunts. I used to spend time with them,
Yeah.
and yeah, they're just so religious, and it's like going to the Catholic school, and they tell us that being a nun, I don't know. I just guess I just been around, and the nuns them would carry me to these places where them telling you about oh you don't have to have no boyfriend, but you can still save serve God and whatever. And to me, I never interested in a boyfriend or nothing, so that didn't interest me to be a nun.
Okay.
I
Okay.
so I thought that would be the road for me, and then them tell me all little things that to do to be a nun, and I just loved it. I guess I was like one of my aunts who is up to this day. She didn't have a child, but she just was just Christianity. But then a little man came in the picture and changed all of that.
We see a little man came into the picture and changed the whole nun thing.
My son's father.
Okay.
Yeah. So
See.
I guess probably the way it happened, they don't know. It was, and he's a 12 tribe member. So I just say, okay, he's still religious. Not, I know at that time, I was saying religion until I find out it's a way of life, because I would learn along the way. So I
See.
feel comfortable. Yeah.
See.
So
See.
I just, all right, I'll still be a nun in a different way.
Okay.
Because you do have priests, in the Catholic Church that married.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
have some
Yes.
that don't.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the nuns, so I never questioned that. But you do, yeah. So it just, so I didn't see anything wrong doing that because they didn't really emphasize on the fact that you're not to be married, but they did say you couldn't marry. So
Okay.
you could decide if you wanted, and I made the decision to just leave the Catholic Church, go into Rastafari and that.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you said something a while ago pertaining to the structure of the organization about the 12 empress and the 12
The 12 brothers. So you have Simeon, Reuben as the firstborn, Simeon, Levi, Judah,
yeah.
Issachar,
Yeah.
Zebulun,
Mhm.
Dan, Gad, Asher, Naphtali,
Yeah.
Joseph, and Benjamin.
Yes.
And then Sister Dinah, because there was a daughter involved.
Which is
and
the
she
13.
yes, and represent female. And also, when we check it out, there's really 13 months in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Right now, Ethiopia is 7 years behind. So if you go there, you can take off 7 years off the age.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so when we connect all these dots and these things and put them together, we realize that the 12 tribe of Israel, to me, and still up to this day, is on a teachings and everything that look okay to me. I go to the other organizations and I see what they are doing, and I go around them. Everybody thinks I'm bingy, they think I'm bubba, them think I'm orthodox, them
Yeah.
think they don't know who I am because
Yes.
I'm just me that just love Rastafari movement, and I just put anybody can tell you that put myself in it and
Yeah.
just respect the movement, but still 12 tribe and still hold on to the fact that I'm a Benjamin, my color is black, reading the Bible, and connecting. Yes, so I hold on to those principles.
All right. You mentioned the 13, which is Dinah. See? And you gave us a synopsis a while ago about the
The
Ethiopian.
church, you said?
No, Dinah the
Oh,
13.
Sister Dinah. Yes,
Sister Dinah. See?
Yeah, well, yes.
And-
Represent women.
And we look at it, the organization still named 12 Tribe of Israel. See? Why the exclusion? No one use the word because it come like you just put the woman aside, right? And it is very significant when you talk about the 13. See? Because
Yes.
it is 13 months
Yes.
in the Ethiopian calendar. See?
Right.
And you could call it Eastern Orthodox calendar, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
what we observe is that each month carry 28 days, is exact.
Yes. Yes.
See? And we see where it is a difference, see, with this Western calendar. This one, I believe this one is the Gregorian
Yes.
calendar. See?
Yes.
Now, we always look on every religious movement as a more patriarchal dominated system. See, most of them,
Yes.
especially within these times. See, and
Especially what?
within these times, even till now,
Okay.
we see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now, oh, you see that as a Rastafari woman within the whole movement, because I have seen many priests, elders, but me never see a woman up front leading at the movement. Never.
Yeah, and we can't even take it as far back as the Catholic Church now, because even going there,
Mhm.
the nuns didn't really have that holy for talk like the priests. them
Yeah,
have.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I am,
And so coming way back.
yeah.
So when I came into 12th tribe of Israel and saw this balance, I felt good because
What you said, there was a balance there?
12th tribe have a balance because them
Explain
put
that.
12
Explain that to us. Explain that the people
12
can hear.
Them have 12 executive brothers and
Yeah.
12 executive sisters. And that's Sister Dinah.
Mhm.
When the brethren's alone doing anything, Sister Dinah can stand with them. And if you
Okay.
go to the 12th tribe of HQ and you look at pictures, it tells the story. The
Okay.
sisterings, them, when the Sister Dinah, she represents female.
Mhm.
So that means to say, no matter what a female representation is always there.
Okay.
So seeing that now, that felt good because the sisters would talk, the brothers would talk first, then the sisters would talk after, give them testimony.
Mhm.
Sometimes they take 6 persons, 7 persons, 6 persons each meeting male, 6 female. It just depends on what kind of meeting.
Mhm.
So we were never left out as females.
Mhm.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a balance.
Yeah.
So I come and see that now, I feel comfortable with that.
Yeah.
So when I went to Abing, I was in the tabernacle and something was happening and I put my hand up and then said, no, sister, you can't talk at this time. The priest and you can't ask. I said, why? I said, in 12th tribe we could do that. And they said, no, you can't, whatever. And then I said, but so why woman can't talk? Them said, sister, just hold it down. And the priest came over to me and said, I heard you and I saw you. Who are you? Actually, my name and that I'm from the 12th tribe of Israel. And I said, we as sisters can talk. Why we can't talk here? And he just hugged me and said, all right. One of these times I explain it to you. He never come down hard on me.
See.
But I just could not see the reason why I couldn't talk. And then, no, the Nayabinga house has a male chair and a female chair.
Okay. Okay.
So them realizing because this woman them come from, woman have a whole heap of decision to make and would nurture and would good. Where you put in the back seat for and we can help this thing grow.
See.
So I guess them realize that. So them have a male chair and in the big house listening to me, that. Them
Mhm.
have a male chair now and a female chair. A
Yes.
couple years now they started that,
Okay.
Church
Okay.
have always have the balance.
Okay. Okay. And
Always.
and that balance in 12 tribe, right?
Mhm,
It,
mhm.
it continues now.
It continues. Yes, it does. It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Yeah.
It continues.
How active is the movement now?
It's not as active as it used to be in terms of having monthly meetings. We have what you call financial meetings every other
Mhm.
month, and we have what you call private meetings for the
Mhm.
members only.
Mhm.
So every other like for instance, if you have financial meeting January, by
Mhm.
March you'll have the private, and then 3 months after. So that is how they alternated. But it's not bringing in members into big meetings as such now. The other day we open it up and taking members and things like that. So that is something that we want to start back again, bringing in
Mhm.
back members. Bringing back members and have big members meeting and all of that. But I know if you go up there now and want to say you are interested to be a member, I think I don't want to quote myself wrong, but I think that they are taking dues and taking in members. Or I don't know if they're closed off or no.
Yeah.
I didn't. I have to check on.
Is
Yeah.
when wanting to become a member, is there a kind of vetting where you have to go through certain procedures, certain questions asked of you and why you want?
I'm sure that asks if you're why is it you want to be and oh you see the faith and certain things. They're not just going to just write you up like that. And
Okay.
they're going to ask you the month you're born and tell you your tribe. So
Okay.
at inception, you know exactly what you're all about. They'll tell you what the movement is all about,
Yeah.
what they represent, and it's up to you if you want to be a member. But then, they don't discriminate if you come with or without luck either.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I just said that. I
But
just said that.
things have changed.
As you said that part of it pertaining come with locks or without locks. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Was it
Yes.
12 tribe Israel a churchical order? Because I heard you mention
It was never a churchical order as far
Okay.
as I know. I
okay.
don't know if it will head to that direction, I don't know what is going on now, but a lot of changes. But it was never, as far as I know, a church. I've never registered as a church. We never acted like a church
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. Even if we read the Bible
See.
and the certain things, it never felt to me like the churches that I went. So I
Mhm.
would say no, it wasn't a church at all.
Okay. All right. When I used to be around a Wolipa, the first band that I was a part of, Abasani, see,
Mhm.
most of the members of the band were a part of
The
the,
voice gone again. Mhm.
yeah. When I was with Abasani, most of the brethren who was in the band, you hear me?
Yeah, here you know.
Yeah, were members of 12 tribe of Israel.
Yeah.
See? And one of the things that they insisted on is the reading of the Bible, you know, and
Yeah, yeah.
you must make sure read off the Bible. It wasn't based upon being around them, but as
Yeah.
somebody who, you know, recognized as a young youth to go to church and them
Yes.
assure you say this book you name the Bible is the
Yes.
manual for life. And
Huh?
I would say the Bible is the manual, is the life manual within
Oh, yeah, the
Christendom.
manual. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So I did decide long time that I would like to read off this book if since it is the manual.
Yes, yes.
What
You know,
are
we were taught that. We were taught a chapter a day from Genesis to
Okay.
Revelation. It takes 3 years, I think 6 months and 2 weeks from the beginning to the end.
yeah,
Because as we were taught at that time, you can't pick up a book and go into the middle. And
taught
then you
taught
get to
by
the
who?
front.
Taught by who? Because taught by who?
Huh?
Who you say you were taught by that you
Yeah,
must do
Brother
it.
God.
Okay,
Because
okay.
most of our teachings that we get and most of our understanding of what he would make it his point of duty to explain it to us in the meetings. And then
Mhm.
we were free to come to the HQs wherever they were and ask questions, whether from one of the executives, because it was a Benjamin that
Mhm.
made me understand fully about my tribe. So
Mhm.
you could go to your own tribe to ask them who were executives and
Okay.
speak to them, and yes, any one of them, yes. So we got the teachings from them,
Yeah.
by going to the HQ and reading things and asking questions,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The structure seem, you know, as you're explaining the structure of the organization that each tribe would have a member on the executive. That's what you're saying.
Huh?
You're saying each tribe would have a
Yeah.
member on the executive.
Each tribe as executive, yes,
Mhm.
because Reuben, yeah, all of the 12 tribes
Mm-hmm.
were the executive from Reuben to Benjamin.
Seeing.
Yeah, they were executives, so we could go to them and ask them questions. If I'm a Benjamin, I'll go to a Benjamin. Not saying I wouldn't go to a girl, because everybody wants to know about everybody, because we see it as the 12 members of our structure from the
Mm-hmm.
head right down to the toe. So each member represents one of the structure that make up the body, make up
Mm-hmm.
the limbs and things that make up the body. Like, for instance, you know that the eyes Reuben,
Mm-hmm.
the nose is Levi, the ears is Simeon, the
Mm-hmm.
mouth is Judah and the heart in one. Then
See.
you have the hands, which is Issachar. Then you have the stomach, which is Zebulon. You have the back, which is Dan. You have the upper part of the leg, and Gad. The private part is Gad. Private part is Gad. Asher will be the thigh, upper part of your leg. Then the calf will be Naphtali, and the toes part down there is Benjamin. So each tribe represents the faculties of our structure,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
So you just know, like, me nah be what you call it. No, is that me respect and understand that, because being a Benjamin, and them say I rule by the feet, and even when I look into, sorry, I truck passing.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I look into the farmers almanac and the zodiac thing, I find that it talk about Pisces as the feet, and I'm Pisces Benjamin, but you have Aries Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have, it's not like everybody who's passed is going to be Benjamin, because you have Aries Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of us still, I will read the zodiac sign. I don't have a problem with it. I read it, but I mean, I don't dwell on it. I dwell more on
Mm-hmm.
my tribe and the tendency of my tribe. And we add the Schofield Bible, that back that the Schofield reference that backs up the Bible as well.
Yeah.
Because we read the Schofield Bible, and then we have the metaphysical Bible dictionary. So they balance both things, that we could understand what we were all about. Being a
Okay.
12 tribe member who don't own Kofi Bible and a Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, them not ready because that was one of the first things that we were told. It was sold, everybody have a copy, and it balanced and gave us the understanding of both.
Yeah. So
So we could know.
those books were at the headquarters that people could have.
Yes, but yes, we would get them and sell and they sell to the members. Yes.
Yeah. A couple of people want to know which tribe they are. You know, I hope you can help them. The producer in the studio now. She's a March. She born March.
March 23. She can be, it depends on her tendency. She could be a Reuben and she can be a Benjamin. Depends on the year she was born and when the moon came out. Because it's by the moon, each month is in us.
Okay.
Moon, yeah, it's by the moon we do it. We don't do it by, there's probably the zodiac week. We do it by the moon.
Okay.
So I don't know when her moon came out or whether it was a Benjamin moon or a Reuben moon.
So
Also, too, there are times when you don't see the moon in the sky. So you have to watch the tendency.
okay.
Because the person can either in the tribe that going in or the one that's coming in, going out and coming in.
All right,
So watch the
slow
tendency.
down through it because this program is about educational program. See, now she what date you born again, Julia? Date 23rd. See, so she is the 23rd, right? All right, and that's Aries. So what I
Yes.
want to ask, if she born the 23rd, right?
Yes.
And she has said is Aries that. What she could do is check the year that she born and see what
It would
time.
have to be the year. She can go to the 12:30 anytime she's in
Yeah.
Houston and just go there and ask them to check it for her. And they can tell her straight up who she is.
Yeah. See? And what
Or
about
them say if you go to the Institute of Jamaica,
yeah,
they're supposed to have a chart too, but it's easier to just go to the 12 tribe because we have it there.
yeah.
And you just go there and them tell you and explain to you,
But from your knowledge between the 23rd of March and where should fall?
You see, that's what I said because I listen last year is July 23rd and he's Judah.
Yeah.
Right, and Judah, in July 23rd, in the zodiac sign will be Leo. So you can't, he's Judah. So you
Okay.
can't, and some people born July 22nd and they're at the chart.
Oh,
Depends on the moon. So it's not a thing where you can go by
it depends on the moon.
latter part or the earlier part because I am March 7th and I'm Benjamin. And there's a brethren about April 1st and he's Benjamin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why so much people are texting? There's somebody that say they are Taurus, the 23rd of April.
23rd of April, it depends again. As to them have to know them tendency and when the moon came out because you can't just look at a person and say, oh, you're born April, so you're a Reuben.
Yeah.
Or you born me because you're Simeon. No.
Yeah.
You tell them, what people accept that and years after them find out them not the tribe that them is.
We realize
So
that.
it's best to just go to find out. Just if them can go to the 12 tribe HQ and find out, that would be.
And what the opening hours at the 12 tribe every day?
Okay, on a Friday, people are there every day.
Yeah.
Open more to the public or anyone, members or not, on a Friday because that is the only time we get to socialize, see each other and things. And on a Friday, I would say from 7 to about 11, 7 to 11.
7 to 11, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
7 p.m.
Okay,
11 p.m.
7
I
p.m.
don't know what time the office closed, so that I'd have to find out. But the best bet is to come there at least by the latest, the 8 o'clock. Not in terms of the office vibe, but I still not going to say you can't go there at 9 o'clock. That I'd have to find out. But I know from 7 o'clock you're free to go in, ask to the office, because we have an office here, ask questions and whatever. And over the other side, because it's 81 and 83 Oak Road.
Yeah, we just want to get it clear. The office not really open in the day, like in the morning. So.
No. You're not going to really see anybody there in the day. Not that I know.
Okay, so it is more like an afternoon.
Friday.
Yeah, and it is mainly Friday.
Yeah, I would say Friday.
Oh, but this kind of
But I can find that out and it was even to text you another day and you bring it back on the program and tell them. I can find that out.
Seeing. Okay. So many people are asked them because people want to know them tribe.
Yeah, man,
Bless up Diana King. Bless up Diana Wright.
The Bubba them embrace the tribe and the Bingy them, And them know say none of them don't fight against it. If you go Bingy a man and you ask it to a man, what tribe you from? He will tell you. And if you go to a Bubba, he will tell you, Orthodox, I don't know much about it. The Orthodox embrace it. But They'll tell you, and I think they probably would too. Because
Yeah.
when we move to one another, I remember so we come together all the while in the mansions them. And we have all kind of events where the whole of we buck up and you don't know who is who and what is what. Because we just live as one.
See.
And yeah. So everybody can embrace a little of everybody's thing. Because I go out of that church and embrace some of the things. I go to the bingy. I go to Bubba. Oh yeah, of course. So, we just try to embrace each other and but it's just that things have changed over time and some of the teachings have been a little different. And in every mansion, you have some little, and maybe big things too. But as I said, I just hold on to the basics. And I
Mhm.
remember one of the time you said to me, what would I tell a young Rastafari sister or what do I think?
Mhm.
I would tell them not to wear pants. I would tell them not to wear pants.
Why?
I would
Why?
tell them.
Well on. Well on. Why did I say to a sister who feel like she want to put on her pants? Because
I don't know if it's again it's coming from it's a personal thing coming from the
Mhm.
Catholic Church where women were not, but they changed now. Them wearing pants now to church in the
Yeah.
Catholic, but in the Catholic thing. But my father explained to me, the church explained it, the
Yeah.
12 tribe of Israel, and I was comfortable with it. And when I realized no, look at nowadays, you see people walking on the road, and if you don't look good, you don't know who's man and who's woman sometimes. But as long as the woman them have on a skirt, you know it's a woman. And,
Yeah.
it's to me, it must be. It must be. I've never seen Empress men with her pants and she me a follow because she Haile Selassie I wife.
See.
But me never say I wear a pants said. Me have a problem with that. The
Yeah.
people with me and that.
Mhm.
But me just decide so my back is broad and me would deal with that.
Yes.
Because me just don't see why a woman, especially nowadays,
Uh-huh.
belly out a door, breast out a
No,
door.
all right. Otherwise, from the belly out the door, see?
Mm.
But a female, just decides she feel regal in a pantsuit, a nice, you know,
All right,
tailor
you
made
have the African
pantsuit.
outfits where you have the top very wide and then you have
Mhm.
like a broad foot pants.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear it, because I'm not interested. But
Okay.
if the sisters wear it, I'm not telling you I'm not going to hug them and say you look beautiful. But I'm still not going to fight them down.
We are say
Because
even if a sister look beautiful in a African look pantsuit, you not hug her and tell her she beautiful.
okay, but I'm not going to say no, because to me, no, I will hug her as a sister because I love.
Yeah.
But to say, wow, you look beautiful, it's hard for me to say because it's not something I embrace. But
Oh,
I'm not going to fight against her or hate her. I will
okay.
love her just the same because I'm not going by what you wear. I'm just not going. Like I would never look at a person who crosses them here and wear false eyelashes and say, "Wow, you're looking pretty today." I would never do
Sin,
that,
sin, sin.
because I don't believe. I believe we must be natural and love ourselves the way we are. But as I said, it would not make me hate them because of that. Because I've some
I
sweet,
get that.
sweet
I get that
friends.
clear. I
You
get
get
that
that? Our
clear.
sweet, sweet friends.
Hmm.
Let them wear whatever. I love them and them
Hmm.
love me. You
Sin,
know.
sin, sin, sin. But
As a matter of fact, some of them love me even more than once in a while. I have the locks and I wear long skirt and them things. So
yeah,
it's just about love. But it's just me. That's my personal thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
So you through the beauty. You look through the lens. You see beauty through your eyes when a woman is in
I just look holistically on it. I
You
just
see it
look
more
at the whole.
holistic.
Yes. Because when people say, you don't have to have you look how much long dress woman out there, and them is this and them is that. That's I'm dealing with the whole
Hmm.
package, the whole thing. I just like to see the whole something of everything, just like Empress Minute. That's me.
So when you
And
say
I said,
long dress, where you say nothing above the knee.
well, I have a dress that fit me little below my knee, and I feel every minute I'm pulling it down. I say, Aisha, why you doing? I said, I know them call me Aisha. I said,
Yeah.
you come like it too short. I said, but your knee covered, man.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right. But when I wear it, I feel naked. And if my knee covered.
See.
And I
Okay.
just feel naked because I'm not used to it.
Okay.
I'm very comfortable in my long skirt. Very, very comfortable.
Okay.
But there are
Okay.
times when I'm at home, I wear whatever I want to wear in the house.
Okay.
Not whatever. Not whatever. So when you come back at the gate and you see me come out with no,
Yeah.
I
See.
have a certain way that I keep myself at home. So but I wouldn't go on the road with. But I'm just saying it's still not going to be far from what I believe in. Because if
See.
you even call me at the gate, it might just be a little over my knee. But it's
See.
not going to be above. It's not going to be above.
Okay.
But I might be sleeveless or a spaghetti strap or something like that, because it's kind of hot, you know. But I don't think that we understand it now too, especially since we get older, like when we're through menopause. Menopause is like we tend to want to wear less clothes, you know. I didn't really have a problem, to be very honest. I let me know. I didn't have a problem with the sweating and all of that. But I know for now, sometimes I really and truly can't take the heat, and it's not just age. It's just how the times have gotten hotter. So it's like you really want to feel comfortable. Even in the House of Parliament, they are saying when I'm having certain meetings in the sun, put on a dashiki or something like that. They said it's a suit and a tie. I don't know if they're going to come to that, but I heard them talking about that. So more looking at it realistically, you know, what is really better to make you feel comfortable. But I'm not going to go there and promote no. Not doing it.
And but I remember I met sisters who were a part. I remember meeting sisters. I met sisters who were a part of the 12 tribe of Israel, and
What?
who were a part of the 12 tribe of
Yeah,
Israel.
yeah.
See? And Mr. them dress up in them pants and them thing, you know. So
Yeah, even though if you come to the HU on a Friday, it's not looking any different
Okay.
it don't look much different from anywhere else you go.
yeah.
Because a lot of protesters, their makeup, pants and everything, all of
Okay.
that is going on at the HQ.
Okay.
But that's not going to make me I'd never have peer pressure yet.
Yeah.
That's not going to make me you know
So you're saying it is not a rule of the organization. You dress how you want to dress.
Not anymore. It used to be. Anybody who listens to me can know that. You could not walk to the 12 tribe of Israel gate as a female with a pants. You couldn't.
Okay.
But now all of that has changed. And anybody who willing to take that up with me, I'm willing to defend that, because you couldn't. You
Whoa.
could walk through the gate with a pants. But now you can't.
Whoa.
And not even so much as a member, you know. But to be very honest, I'm going to be very, very honest. Most of the sisters, especially in my age group, or maybe a little younger, we still uphold our dress code when
See.
we're coming to the HQ, especially coming to the HQ. We
Yeah.
still hold
Yeah.
on to that. I can't tell you that much.
Mhm.
I can't remember seeing any of them within that. No, maybe out there, and I don't probably see them every day. But but the younger ones, definitely them just miniskirt, pants, you name it.
One of the things that I observe, you see, in any form of movement, if you want the movement or an ideology to continue, you know, you must continue with a generation, you know, a generational education system that them understand the rules and the principle of the organization
Yes,
to
yes.
uphold the principles, right? And me can't understand the kind of breakdown or the indiscipline in a Rastafari movement where everybody just start to do
Do as them like.
as
And
them
tell
like,
free
yeah.
them free. I'm free to do as me like. Then if you're free to do as you like, we don't need to come together.
No,
We don't need to be.
but I am looking at
Everybody
where it
does that.
start. Where did it start? Because if you have elders like you know what I mean, and that's why the people always insisted upon having children, that the generation can continue with this principle. These are some of the things where we don't understand, That's why you see certain people are going to continue to rule the world. If we don't have a structure, if we don't have an order, then things are going to be disrupted all the while, just like how we find ourselves as Africans in this Western world and become so tribal, because everybody decides that they want to do as they like. See? So an important movement like the 12 tribe of Israel, I am thinking that maybe there will be a kind of blueprint. There's a kind of order that everybody comes supposed to study this
Of course,
to
but
maintain it.
like it just break down for whatever reasons. I don't know when it happened. It just happened and it is accepted. And we're saying we're going by the heart and all of that. But sometimes to me, sometimes our person just can reflect on their attitude. I think sometimes when we know, to me, and I said to me, and even maybe a few sisters that maybe could speak for, when we dress with our dresses and our wraps and things, we really feel like we should be decent in the things that we do and what we say.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start to look like, as we said, the outers out there, we tend to do what they do because we
Mm-hmm.
feel comfortable with them. And we start to do what they do. I would not feel comfortable sitting in a bar and drinking, which is even a juice. Because but yet still they can come amongst us and do what they want and feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like to me a lot of things are broken down, and this is why some stray and some just decide that, well, if I can be like the others out there, I don't really have to come to meeting, I don't have to this, I don't. So the whole thing kind of have a breakdown, man. It's caused from, I don't care what they want to say, from the whole thing of the dress code, because that is what we were taught when we came in. The dress code was one of the things that we don't wear pants. Brother God would say, put down a pants in case of, if you want to use the term war, or in
Mm-hmm.
case of climbing a tree, or in case of certain things, make sure you have a pants. I remember him always say that. You know? Always say that. So it's not like he must tell us to go out there go wear pants every day, but he was just saying you're going to need one at one time. Because yes, I remember going on a hike years ago and I just like up to I was even fully 100%. And they say you have to wear pants to go on a hiking, and let me tell you something. The amount of time I fall down because because I just didn't feel I just didn't feel good. I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't feel good. That's me though. I'm talking about me. Because it's about me now. So, I just didn't feel good. So I just tell myself, this is not for me. Some think like me, some don't. But like I
Mm-hmm.
said, there must be a blueprint, as it says. Something must be there to say, this is a representation of the Rastafari community. Whether it be Bobo, Bingi, 12 tribe, or whatever, or Orthodox. There must be something, a staple, a blueprint, whatever you call it, say, yes, show them look, show them talk, show them
Yes.
whatever. This is Rastafari.
Yeah. I
So I
observe
don't.
that is one of the things I observe with the Bobo Shanti, right? When you see a Bobo Shanti, the original priest, them, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, original one.
I recognize that the Bobo Shanti still hold a strict
Yeah, they
order.
do. They do.
Yeah.
They do. But that doesn't mean, as I say again, because they do that, it means that they're lacking. They're not lacking in certain areas.
Yeah.
But in truth and in fact,
Mm-hmm.
well, I hear the youngsters them know wearing the drop down pants up there, but it's causing a problem with the elders. So they're defiant. These young people, they just come to, I think, to test the faith.
Mm-hmm.
Because them just come for show, say, well, boys, we not stay like and this is how we are gonna do it.
No,
And
and
it,
it is, but Marcia, it is not about
mm,
stay like Uno, you know. It is a order, and if
it's
you
an
and
order,
yeah, and if
and you have
you
to respect it.
and this is and one of the things we start talk about pertaining to the movement. We say this movement start on black liberation, black
Yes,
consciousness.
yes, that is where it starts for me. And I
No,
think that's where it started for
no,
you.
we could go forward to the 12 tribe
Yeah,
because we realized that the 12 tribe was like a all encompassed group where your white man could have come and be a part of it.
yeah,
Any
yeah,
nation could have been a part of the whole thing of
yeah,
12
yeah.
tribe. So it is out there in the public that the 12 tribe of Israel was being infiltrated by spies, and this is how the Rastafari movement got it disintegrated because of the 12 tribe of Israel. I don't know if you hold that view, but it.
You see, because we deal with Haile Selassie when we came in there, and that
Mm,
was what. And Haile Selassie and the Queen were friends, and Haile Selassie go amongst the white men and have meetings and all
mhm,
of that and all of that.
mhm.
Because we embraced Rastafari, Haile Selassie. That
Yes.
was of naught to us.
Okay.
Whether you're born with pink, red, yellow, blue, meant nothing to us.
Okay.
Because we were going by the teachings of His Imperial Majesty and what Brother God portrayed. So
Mm-hmm.
to we, and even up to this day, we're not fighting against no white, no this, no that. But we
Yeah.
do know
No.
that some of them will still come there with them white mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I want to deal with a certain way people not stand up strong. But we
That is the
stand.
thing that I'm looking at. The
Mm.
Rastafari, I see Rastafari as a black liberation movement, a black consciousness movement.
Yes, it started from there. Nobody can lick out against it.
All
That's where
right.
it started.
So that's supposed to be the premise that Rastafari stand on, that this movement is about the consciousness of African people, the consciousness of black people. Because
Yeah.
what Leonard Howell, Hibbert Hines, you know, and the founding fathers and mothers of the movement were against was the white infiltration or colonization, colonialism of the education system, that they are seeing their king and their queen as white people. And in the 1930s, Leonard Howell said the crowning of a black king in Ethiopia will show that we now have a black god and a black king. Now, how we could allow any other nation to come in and infiltrate or try to say to us that the movement don't have to talk about black consciousness. It is, you know, it can include.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, and that is why I know the Bingy House still have a certain stance where they just don't. That a lot of things have changed, but they really don't like to see black and white walking in as a couple at a Bingy.
Not just as a me not talk about even that is something but we must look at too. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. But me not talk about just as couples, but I am talking on a ideological way. That you must understand the reason, understand where this is coming from. That you must, and whoever coming in, whether you're black or you're white, you must understand that this is about the consciousness of a people trying, you know, are on the quest of liberating themselves from white supremacy, because that was what the founding fathers were about.
I understand you clearly. Even if I don't say yes to everything, like yes, I'm agreeing or no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I understand exactly what you're talking about. It never maybe came to me in the eyes of which you are looking at it now because of being a member of the 12th tribe of Israel, and right away we just saw the different races, and we know that Haile Selassie, you know, the person that he was and what him represented and all of that. It never really, but I know I am feeling you, and I agree to a point. Yes, I do. I do, because that's where it's coming from. Whether anybody want to accept it or not, that's where I knew it came for me, and I'm sure many like me. So then, yes, it has to be the what did I call it now? The essence of what Rastafari is all about. That is black man, black people.
Yeah.
And a white person, we not to feel uncomfortable for them, because them just have to know is that we can't feel too uncomfortable. We just have to come in and understand.
Yeah, but that is it. You should not, you know, you shouldn't feel find yourself in what you call an apologetic way, that whenever the stranger come into your house, you are going to you know, bring down your levels to theirs. They must come in and realize that there are rules inside here, and you have to adhere to these rules. And these are the tenets and the principles that govern our organization, or whether your house is just like your home, you know. If you say to a man, say, whether I'm smoke, yes or no, or in drink, but you have certain rules that you don't drink alcohol in your house, you don't smoke cigarette, you don't smoke any form of substance.
I know, I wouldn't say strain from the topic, but maybe strain a little. But I know it's my perspective as a woman, in the Rastafari movement.
Yeah.
But it's more like, you know, we're going into other things. But I know those other things are important, because everything make up who I am.
Yes. Aye, that is what I say. But
everything make up who I am in the movement.
Yeah, but you feel free now, you know. Feel free to share your views as a Rasta woman. I want to allow you to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
As I said, you know, I don't see where I feel uncomfortable in the 12th tribe of Israel, and I don't even feel uncomfortable amongst anywhere that I go.
Yeah.
Because of in myself, I know who I am. You know, it's not like it's a challenge to me to or trying to prove anything as a woman in the movement. I'm not trying to prove anything. I just respect the man's role, and I respect all the sisters them for holding strong and doing what they're doing. So I wouldn't go into this as trying to prove anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I'm not into it for that,
Yeah.
you know. But because I feel the balance, I
Mm.
feel comfortable in myself. I feel when I got any mansions, I can just feel all right. If they want to put me out, then put me out. And they never tried that, they never done that. So I personally not feeling that there may be sisters who in the big girls feel that way. Maybe them don't feel that way anymore, but I don't feel there was a problem as me as a Rastafari. What I had a problem with is like my friends them when I was going to school.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I left school,
Yeah.
You should have been a Rasta, it's only man is Rasta. That was their perception. And
Mm-hmm.
because you're disgraceful and all of that, because them didn't think I should have even locked me here. Even my mother said it. She said,
Yeah.
me never know it was only man used to lock them here, because that's what they used to know.
See.
So when I locked me here, it was a big issue for me,
Mhm.
my family, with my
Yeah.
mother and all of that.
Yeah.
When I started Rastafari, they put me out. They put me out.
Wow. That was a
So,
struggle.
Yeah, they
So
put me out. That's
how you manage when that happened? At what age them put you?
That is me tell you something. There's a thing you say, I wish it could come back in me and in some of us. When we just have this faith that no matter what, we must survive.
Mm-hmm.
Because here how it go. When my father put me out, I was pregnant. I've graduated from high school and things, you know. So it's two things in a one, you know.
Wow.
Pregnancy and Rastafari. And it can't happen in a film out. I'm a big disgrace.
Mm-hmm.
So my cousin came from abroad
Mm-hmm.
and looking for me and came to the house. They
Mm-hmm.
told her my father put me out. And she had a strong feeling I could be with the families of my son's father. And that's where she came and that's where I was.
Okay.
And she said to me, she's coming back here to live
Mm-hmm.
and she's going into a house that has a room that I can get.
Okay.
And
Ma-
I went there. I didn't have a job,
Mhm.
nothing at all. But
Wow.
in my pregnancy, I got a holiday job.
Oh, that is what I'm going to ask. You know
It
that.
never started showing. It never started showing.
Yeah.
And I was employed. And then when them saw it, no, it was a problem. So
Wow.
I said,
The employee.
Eh?
The employee, when the employee discovered that you're pregnant, it was a problem for them.
Them figured there was a problem. So the bigger management said I couldn't stay. And the
Wow.
department I was working with, the lady called me by her and said, she is 55 and she never had a child. And she know that that is one of the biggest gifts. She said, if them even have to put you beside me or put you, you're not leaving. She said, you're a good worker, I'm going to fight for you. And
Wow.
she fight for me and let me keep the job. But I didn't have enough leave to come back because I'm not leaving my baby. I worked there a year
Mm-hmm.
and I only was qualified for 2 weeks vacation. And I'm not leaving my baby with nobody.
Wow.
So then no, the roughness start again now.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a job and
Mm.
here's the baby to be looked after and everything.
Mhm.
What's going to happen? Well, I had friends in 12 Drive and 12 Drive look out for us. If we're not working, they help us.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wasn't, things wasn't all that bad. My cousin didn't make me pay no rent and all of that. So it's all right. So she said, we till you pick up. And then one day they spoke up on this lady who knew me from
Mhm.
Harborview when I was going to school
Mm-hmm.
here. And she knew me and I used to babysit for her when she going out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'd watch her children until she go where she going. And she said, what happened? And a couple questions and things. And she said, look here, I'm sending you to an interview where my
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend is. She said boyfriend at the time. And if you pass, I'm sure you get the job. And I passed and got the job.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, my son was 9, I was
Yeah.
8 months old. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back to that whole thing that you talk about, how the members of the organization protected and supported you while you were going. I say, I am going to go back to that, but I want to read something from a brethren from Canada, Michael Pomoja. Michael Pomoja said, we are go forward to the whole principle. Unless the white individual has done the work of learning the history, origin, and culture of Africa and Africans, there is very little they can add to the movement. It is about liberating ourselves with the knowledge of our history, origin, and culture. Here's a brethren and make a contribution, and his name is Michael Pomoja from, he's a Jamaican, but he's in Canada, right?
Your voice gone complete, you know.
Okay, I don't know what is happening. You hear me now?
On and off. I'm trying to see if I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Your voice got in and out.
So I was just reading a message from somebody. His name is Michael Pomoja.
Right.
Yeah, Pomoja. So him say, unless that white individual has done the work of learning the history, origin, and culture of Africa and Africans, there is very little they can add to the movement. It is about liberating ourselves with the knowledge of our history, origin, and culture. Yes. So that is a statement from Michael.
Yes.
So
I get the gist.
yeah. So let me go forward now to communal living, because this is what I am picking up when you said sisters, you know, and people in the movement would sit with that you're all right when you was going through the little difficulties and challenges that you was facing.
Yeah, man, they would come and visit me,
Mhm.
bring food for me,
Mhm.
things for the baby, and things like that, and make sure I'm all right.
Mhm.
But my cousin could not deal with it with the old Rastafari people coming, because I couldn't let them come in the kitchen, so they do that little cold stove thing at the back,
Yeah.
and she didn't like that. It's sometimes that people in the area, them not used to weed that,
Mhm.
and I never locked what them did lock,
Mhm.
and it was an issue, so I eventually had to leave.
Mhm.
But in leaving, I was independent. I
Mhm.
could go rent my place now and all of that, you know.
Yeah.
So I give a thanks for her, you know,
Yes.
for even allowing me up to
Yeah.
that time that I could see my way through, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And
so
yes.
would you say the 12 tribe was more like a governmental structure, meaning a government within a government? Because
In themselves, government, because them not gonna deal with no politicians out there or nothing like
all
that.
right, this is
Government within themselves.
yeah. So as a sister who was a part of this, see how important it is for us to have that kind of a structure.
what?
That kind of a structure that will, you know, because you just earlier on you talk about paying dues, right?
Yes. Yes.
So if people pay dues, you know, is it that you know,
Yeah.
have meeting what kind of investment you know, want to go into, what kind of
Because
business? Yeah.
with the Jews, we have to call the names them, you know, everybody who contribute and what to do with it and everything. It's
Mhm.
not like you can just get it and you're not giving some record of what is going on.
Mhm.
So yeah, man, a record of it, and it used to maintain the HQ
Mhm.
and things, but in respect to ones, helping ones, we
Mhm.
would use to, especially when you just have a baby,
Mhm.
they would collect money for that particular
Okay.
time when the baby born. But
Okay.
after that, it was just maybe a close virgin or a sister would jump around and help.
Mhm.
Our families. Like that sister who never left me out,
Mhm.
no matter what. My sisters never. This is my father and mother was
Yeah.
there, you know, but they never left me out. So,
Yeah.
you know. Mhm.
I remember an organization that they call Peacemakers Association was a Rastafari movement, but it's more
Yes, I
like a
heard of
church,
it.
yeah,
Heard of it.
led by Claudius Henry. And
By who?
Claudius Henry,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes. Oh yes. Out of Clarendon
down
there.
a Green Bottom, yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That was something else awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So what I observe them as a true governmental order, because
yes, man.
them have them own bakery, them have school,
They
them
want to start it up back now, you know, they might try start up. If you ever visit this recently?
no,
The
not in recent
that
times.
place
No,
ever
no.
paint up, fixed up, and Rastafari people were really and truly wants the industry
Yeah.
is the perfect place. That
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah. So this is a question. What any of that happened in 12 tribe of Israel at any time over the years?
Yeah, there was a time we had a grocery shop.
Oh.
We had a grocery shop. Right now we have a tuck shop, but we had a grocery shop and we had an art body
Mhm.
where members could come in. Because when we're having our parties, is we make our own clothes, you know. If you want to go to a specific dressmaker, but we had our sewing room. So we
Okay.
have the sewing room, we have the art room, we have a little grocery. Yeah, man, we have little things we had. Yeah, man, we were in our own little way, very industrial. And, you know, yes, and that was good for the younger ones at that
Mhm.
time because they came in and learned things, you know.
Mhm.
But they also, they go on a, what you call it, it went on a rest, you know, REST, it went on a rest.
Mhm.
And everything just went on a rest. That time. We had our own netball team,
Mhm.
dance troupe,
Mhm.
everything as part of the dance troupe. I was also in the netball, but I left the netball, I went to the dance troupe. So we
Mhm.
had with the football team, we had the band, the sound system. Yeah, man. We had a whole lot of things. A whole
Mhm.
lot of things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still have the music. We still have the music body and the music thing going on.
Okay.
You know, the art body, maybe not functioning now, but we have the room same with the sewing room.
Mhm.
Hopefully one of these days. And I'm sure if we're going to have a function and we need to open up the room to help, we can use the machines, you know?
Mhm. So you have equipment, sewing machines are there? No?
Yeah, we have equipment there, yeah.
Whoa. Wow. So and nobody now use them up. You're
No,
not
they're not using it on a regular basis. I don't see it used on a regular basis.
Whoa.
I
Whoa.
guess when them say the house is on a rest, them take a rest from all the things that was functioning. And again, these are questions, yeah, we should really ask and find out. And maybe we get an answer, it never sound all right, it sound all right, we don't know. Because as we get older, like me now, I'm so involved in so much different things that I would not have been involved in years back.
Yeah.
Because I was just so, it was just all about 12 12. So if them sit down, I sit down, if them stand up, I stand up,
Mhm.
you know, and things like that. But now we realize that life don't go so.
Mhm.
The world, the earth is a lot and its fullness thereof. And if we're going to go by the Bible, there's no things to venture into that can help us. Because first time, you would never see people that are artists that would come to our stage show and perform. It is just the members only. And
Okay.
now our stage show is embracing a lot of artists out there because they are Rastafari. Them have teachings and it is nice, you know. So we
Mhm.
open up to a lot of things. We have changed a lot. We open up to a lot of things.
See.
And I wouldn't say this happened. Cause I remember one of the questions you asked if his brother God, you know, not there certain little things, but mm, certain things have changed and it is not for the worse.
Mhm.
You know, brother God, we respect him and we only went by what him said and we just respected him. And then
Mhm.
with the fact that him not around physically, because, you know, spiritual people talk about him physically,
Mhm.
we realize that we can do some things and I don't think he would be against it as long as it's working to the betterment of the organization. Some of the things are not. Because I remember I even said our food price must not be more than Babylon.
Mhm.
It must be less or so, but not more. And we're
Mhm.
not, it's not like that. So
Mhm.
a lot of things have changed based from what he taught us, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know, we're just taking it for what it is and trying to understand. But I guess that's still the
What
first
what
time in a
what is your view on the Back to Africa movement? Because we see.
All right, 12 Tribe was one of the first ones that I would say sending people back to Africa, right?
Mhm.
So in the beginning, yes, and I was one of those that
Mhm.
was called up to go. You can my passport show that I was to go. Some things was taking place in Ethiopia and it stopped because they sell out all my furniture and everything ready to go.
Eh?
So yeah, man. And yes, I would have been the first Benjamin up there at that time.
See.
But something happened and the movement I couldn't I even resigned my job, but I resigned on vacation. So
What?
it was yes, and I got back my job and
Hmm.
reinstatement the service. But I'm just telling you that it was all about back to Africa. No one would think they would be here now because we used to have parties
Mhm.
for people who were ready. Yeah, we send off. We call it send off parties. Everybody was ready, and we have the parties, and we support the parties and make them fair
Mhm.
and them. Cause plenty of them is still living there. Some a few, you know, passed,
Mhm.
but those who went in the earlier years, they are there.
Mhm.
Them living and them all right, and I don't think they'd want to come back here. A
Mhm.
few came back, one or two came back, but we're still preaching. We're not going to stop preach repatriation in third tribe. Not,
Yeah.
never.
And all
That's
right.
still.
So the brethren, because a lot of 12 tribe, they got some land, this Shashamane land. How is that going? You have any knowledge of that? And
They're having little issues with Ethiopia itself, with them,
Mhm.
not the members, you know, Ethiopia, because I mean, with all the different head leaders are taking over with them different and fighting against even the Rastafarians that are there.
Mhm.
So what them tell them, as long as they can be industrious and them look like them can make the country a better place,
Okay.
they are fit to stay. So
Mhm.
a lot of them up there now making themselves better to stay, but you're still going to have problems because whenever them have them internal things there, it can affect us, especially if we're in the neighborhood, you know,
Mhm.
places. Some
Mhm.
will tell you no, them not going to go again. Some will tell me go in the struggle. I will go. I
Mhm.
don't have no problem going there
Mhm.
and things like that because I just feel like I go by my, or I feel my spirit, my vibes, and
Mhm.
I feel like I make it there. While some will say them not going, some will just help from a distance, some will visit
Mhm.
and still prefer to stay in Jamaica, some will prefer to stay in America. A
Mhm.
lot of the outlook of repatriation has
Mm.
changed
Yeah.
in terms of membership.
All right.
But some of us still stand up strong for that, you know. And those that are there, they are doing very good. Some is in Addis.
Mhm.
Addis is more like the township, it more,
Mhm.
that's the uptownish vibes or whatever, but it's more the schools and the universities and everything. And you have a few of them living in Addis.
Yeah,
And they're doing very good, but most of the members are in Cheshamani. Even the bubbles,
yeah,
my business, and so they are in Cheshamani.
yeah.
And
Um,
they are holding it. They are holding it.
yes, great, great. The world aspect of the worshiping of Haile Selassie as the Almighty. What is your view of that?
When I don't like the question put to me like that, but
What? Yeah,
you do best I can answer it on my side.
yeah.
My belief in the
Mhm.
pure majesty Emperor Haile Selassie and his teachings and everything has made me who I am.
Aye.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the only way I can put it. Because I not going to fight against what I
No,
have
me I
done.
tell you remember you said to me say your personal trad as a Rastafari. So me a Rastafari woman.
Yes.
So I want you to explain yourself
That,
how you
that's the
view
way I
that.
explain it. The teachings,
Yeah,
the everything has made me who I am. And I am Rastafari.
yeah,
Rastafari queen, Rastafari daughter, Rastafari sister.
yeah,
Because it's Rastafari, I dealing with the teachings,
yeah.
everything that I saw in the Bible, the liberty of
Mm.
Haile Selassie, his movements, his everything, Rastafari.
Yes,
And Empress Menen.
yes. So, if somebody should ask you to divulge some of the wisdom of Empress Menen, because we are talking about growing a movement. We are talking about
Talking about what?
growing a movement. Don't you would like to see
Go on. Yes.
don't you would like to see the movement grow and to expand and
I might
since
sound selfish, but I kind of don't care sometimes.
wow,
Because, yes, I kind of don't care sometimes because it's like casting personal swine sometimes. Or it's like, people might say, no, Aisha, man, with all them knowledge you have here for teaching.
yeah.
That for so
Yeah,
long.
you have a
And I would,
responsibility, Aisha. May I say that to you?
yeah,
You have a
I'm not going
responsibility.
to say, I'm not going to say, I'm going to stop,
Yeah,
My spirit have to move me. You think
Mhm.
that me just going, and you call them have a way, them ridicule it, You see, when I
yeah.
pick that up, it's fire burning, Me don't make nobody ridicule me. No, nobody now ridicule me, and me can pick that up quick.
See,
So when me feel them, I come with them, they could ridicule, Me just shut up. They
yeah,
can't get nothing more out of me. But
see,
if me feel says really, and me really feel it, them
Mm.
can have me for hours.
yeah.
So I wouldn't say I stop, but I'm not going to just go out there like, they try doctrinate and
No,
and
no, me
make
not,
it,
me not ask you to go out there go preach like Christian for save soul.
right?
I'm not asking you to be a soul saver. See?
Yeah, man, me reason. I got my reason now.
Yeah.
You don't even want to tell us that, hear me now. Boy, not long time about, get me this kind of way.
See? But
They say we can't deal with this now, man. That's not going to be me. That's not going to be
yeah, yeah. So the question that I ask, because a whole heap of woman here are some of the sister them I say, boy, Empress Menen, and we are live up to. But what are the principles? Where's that blueprint that Empress Menen laid out that we could have said, yes, we have followed these teachings? Yeah.
He was a balance by his majesty from
Yeah.
inception.
Yeah,
They were not crowned on the same day, they were coronated on the same day. He was crowned before her, and he said, there's no way I'm sitting on this throne
without
and
my
the
wife.
queen not beside me.
Yeah.
And my wife will be my empress. And he crowned her. He crowned her himself. All right. So they became emperor and empress.
Mhm.
All right. Now she balanced him. She was there for him.
Mhm.
If him going on any business trip,
Mhm.
she's in the palace making sure certain things go through.
Okay.
The ones would respect that.
Mhm.
She saw young girls who needed training in certain things. She opened up schools for them and nursing schools and to
Mhm.
help them.
Mhm.
And she was just there for him. As the Bible would say, husband, love your wives. Wives, submit to your husband.
Mhm.
So she was living the Bible.
Mhm.
And that's how I look at it. And
Okay.
I believe when we come into a union,
Mhm.
that she's a perfect example. No one has ever seen them argue because they say it's no one's business.
Mhm.
And they kept everything to themselves and deal with it themselves. And they are the perfect example of a union that I know. I don't know of anymore. So
Mhm.
I could say, in terms of, if you want to say, spirituality and movement and so, it would be Haile Selassie and Empress Mary.
Mhm. As
The balance is
what you would say
there.
as black royalty.
Yes,
Mhm.
I would say that because the queen didn't make her husband a king.
Mhm.
So I would say yes as black royalty.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. That is something
I
that.
like that how His Majesty went about it.
Mm-hmm.
He went about it the right way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just so happy and comfortable and feeling sweet
Yeah.
being a part of it.
Now, is Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I saying, though people still uphold the principle of the great king, see, but at this point, he's not here anymore, saying, as in the physical realm.
Right.
Understand?
Christ, that them Christ.
Yeah, saying, and we were talking recently pertaining to, who really going to claim as, as the person that they are projecting as the
Well, you said that part where you touch on now.
Yeah.
I doubt I can really go into that no, because
Mhm.
I realize the Church of Israel now is like them putting Zara Yaakov forefront.
Who's Zara Jacob? Who is he?
Zara Yaakov is the grandson of Haile Selassie.
Okay.
And I can't tell you, and I mean, I can tell them too that I understand why all of this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really sat with anyone here
Mm-hmm.
and reason it out. I just don't accept it.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm going to get a fight, and we've been getting this fight if we don't do certain things,
Mhm.
but it's just so it goes.
Yeah.
I don't see that because I know Haile Selassie would have been the last person that sat on the throne.
Yes.
I don't see anybody else gone back on that throne. And I say until Shiloh come,
Mhm.
and Shiloh would have been Christ, I would think. And so I myself, with all of these changes now in the 12 tribe of Israel,
Mhm.
would have to go forward again into myself and say, all right, what is it you're going to stand in for? So I'm just standing for me now spiritually.
Mhm.
I can't fight against some of the things they are doing, but it is causing a division in the membership. It is causing a division because a lot don't accept the new thing that they are presenting,
Mhm.
and a few accept it, or maybe most accept it.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, this is the community buzz, and on Fit FM 96.7, we are also simulcasting on primal4k.com. It seemed like technology played some games on us. What number that you did you have on? Maybe we can play a piece of music until we reconnect with her. You know it go. Sometimes phone number and the internet and all sort of things happen. But this is a community buzz. People, we give thanks to the people and we're sending messages and and for those who are listening across the world, you know what I mean? People who are listening in Canada, people who are listening in Europe, England, seeing. We are talking to Sister Marcia Elliott. We just get disconnected from her a while ago. We hope we can get her forward. Seeing. But in the meantime, we bring up the page in the market now because we see a whole heap of things go on. Something we must highlight. People who are dealing with the market. There's a piper running a market for like over about 2-3 weeks now. The piper run. Who responsible for the market and the maintenance of the market? See, you can have water around every day for the past 2-3 weeks. The pipe is running in the Falmouth market. What is happening? You know what I mean? Mr. Mayor, or whoever the councillors who responsible, or the councillor who responsible for the division. Who really responsible for that? May I throw it out there. See, I was talking to one of the vendors in the market and I say, how this happen? And he said, the people who responsible for dealing with it, them pass here so every day and see it. So I don't want to lie my tell. You understand? Because if people collecting market fee from the vendors, they must observe and see say, a piper running in the market is just the money of the people who want to collect. Huh? We don't understand that. See, if we really want to make Jamaica be a better place, we have to take care of these, basic amenities, these things that are going to be of benefit to the people. You don't want to have a dirty market, you don't have a wetty market, and you don't have a market where one of the day you realize water not there. And the after this year say, Falmouth market have a big water bill and it can't, you can't take care of it and water commission have to come lock it off. Deal with the market pipe, please. You understand? And it's Christmas. We see the place still on some of the street them. Not look too good. You understand? Brush up the place. We say tree lightning take place what day? Christmas tree lightning. You can have a beautiful tree lighting in the square, and then in and around the place don't look up to date. We need to deal with these things. And people, we don't know why I'm frightened for talk, and open them out. See, government a collect on a tax dollar. Jamaica for UNO is not about government. And if everybody sit down silent and allow these things to happen, what is fear? Fear of what? Fear of some people where come to you for you elect them and put them in power to represent you. You need to speak up and talk about all of these issues. And the people and the vendors in the market, speak up and say, if we not collect money, we need to come inside and fix the pipe. Bless up the great ones in the market who, always share and care for I and I. Bless up my virgin Shango. And bless up, Miss Alliance. See? Yes.
We have a few minutes, yeah.
Ah.
So I was saying, that it would be best to speak, to go up there. In that respect, I can't answer for everyone. I can only answer for me, and I've not sat with anyone and really got deep into discussions with all of what is going on, and to be fair to them or to me, to discriminate anything until so it changes are going. I just stand predominant into what I know and I believe, and as I say, it will take reasoning,
Yeah.
So anyone who would want to know further on that, they would probably have to speak to,
Yeah.
the 12 tribe itself by going up there and all of that.
For all the years you have been a member of this organization, from through your own lens and your own vibration, what are some of the changes that you would like to see that this movement can be a more
Right.
yeah.
I would hope to say that we could still have some kind of, there's even summer classes for the children who are still around, because you still have a future and not a lot who instead of them going to summer school or places out there. I don't like to say out there balling. I don't like use those terms, but people are not of our faith.
Yeah.
We should have something to engage them,
Yeah.
so that can come to the HQ and feel at home there, and because that's how it used to be,
Wow.
My son, him couldn't wait until a Friday come just to be at the HQ. When you look at a Friday, a Friday evening at the HQ, more children are there than anybody else, because they come to see them one another and play with them one another.
Yeah.
We want to see that happen again, where the children can feel their HQs, them home, them little comfort zone, them whatever,
Yeah.
I love to see that happen. I'd like to see we have some little classes there, for the children, and even for anyone else, any little activity that can anything, just anything to just keep it active and going. That's what I'd like to see come back there.
And you, and as a sister, you still uphold the principles that God instilled in the movement.
Yeah, man.
No,
But I
if
don't-
and you see those principles as value that could
see those principles that what?
as value that
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, I treasure them. Yeah.
okay. So how important is it to impart those principles to the children, in and around? How
All
important?
right. It's like okay. It's the parents them sometimes don't like when others they want to do them thing themselves, especially the younger parents, right?
You mean parents who are still a part of 12 tribe?
Yes. They would prefer they deal with them thing themselves. Them
Wow.
say what them doing is quite all right. And especially I would say they are youths, because from your past, me believe, from your past 21 years, no more youth, because you can get a youth. But somebody will lick them chest even at party and say, youth like we. What part are you? That party I was paying rent a big job and my son went to high school. So I'm just saying that them just need to know, remember that they are almost coming up into that adulthood and wise mind of us who are older, where we can now see it as a village and still can talk to the children without them feeling anyway. We're not making them look like they are lacking parenthood, We just, yes, we can still bring things to them, but because of how they're looking at things now, they probably don't want us to do that, because some of them will tell you, I ain't not gonna put them through the struggles where I go through. That's why I process them here. When them say, Mommy, I want me here process, or Daddy, I want to wear this pants, or I want to, and we're not going to put them through the struggles, which don't sound so
So Marcia,
So
People are saying to be natural is a struggle.
yes. I not will make them go through what I go through. I not locking them here because I don't want to go through the fight I go through. They're free to make up their mind. Free to make up their mind at what age? At what age? Bring the child up to a certain age, and if they decide when they're ready to leave, my father said to me, it's either you change your ways or you leave. I
Mhm.
left.
Mhm.
Because I knew what I was standing for.
Mhm.
He wanted me to stay in the Catholic Church, and I respected and obeyed him up until I was 17 plus,
Yeah.
and obeyed, and I was going to church up until that time, until I just take time and just went over into what I believed in, and I showed it up after I leave. I didn't fly in faith. So I'm just believing that we have responsibility for our children. We're not forcing nothing on them. What is
Mhm.
good for the goose is good for the gander. If we think it's good for you, why it can't be good for them? Why should we say let them go out there and do what they want to do? It's so selfish that we feel something is right and we sending them into something that we never embrace. I don't believe in that. I believe after them reach a certain age,
Mhm.
and they standing on their own, and them feel them cannot, even if them not standing on their own, because we love them
Mhm.
and we're not going to see them falling and we don't help them.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if spiritually them feel them can manage something, go ahead.
Mhm.
Whether them going to go into Muslim, them going, as long as they're not thief and kill and all of that.
Was
Yes,
as you then can't just go into Muslim. One of the thing I'm glad you touched that point. To become a Muslim, you must know the Quran.
so come and remember what?
To be a true Muslim, you
Yes,
must
yes,
know the Quran. You have to know
right.
that.
Yes, I know
To,
that,
to,
boss. I
to,
know
to
that.
be a part of the Jewish, especially certain level of it, you must know the Torah. You have to study that and
Yes,
understand the precepts and the principles of these things and live by them, not just study them, but live by them. And this is the reason why you see certain organization and certain system going for centuries now because there is a blueprint. There is certain tenets that you
yes,
must
of
live
course
by.
there should be. And
So,
that is why there should be. I agree with you. I said on that. Yes,
mhm,
for real, man. I agree. Jano, I agree. So I hope we can come to some kind of something. We can't just come in an organization and say we are the four different things. No, that is not an
yeah,
organization. That is
yeah,
disorganization. Or
yeah.
any, and it's all of them. Don't think it's just spiritual alone everywhere because them say the agents them put us sit down. Cause there are some young people I really respect them in the Rastafari movement that are so industrious. Them wise them doing things that the ancients didn't do because of course them saying them not working with Babylon and certain things.
Mm-hmm,
And I see where the younger ones them know them know that they have to work and you
mm-hmm,
have to have care, you have to have house and really respect and love them for that. But
mm-hmm,
the spiritual part of it now they must know so them if can listen and them can work with that. Them all right man, what is them problem? Them
mm-hmm,
think that if them look a certain way or them not going to get to, they will get to. Look at Muta. Look at how for people who never let go and where are they?
mm-hmm,
You just have to just know you are you and you can make it and just believe in yourself and whatever. That's just how I look at it. I know let go.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
I know I do nothing to try. Please nobody. I just going to hold on to this. See. I'm
mm-hmm,
going to get the fight team because my friends are going to wear makeup. It don't take nothing to put on a little lipstick.
mm-hmm.
My lip pink already. It's just make. It's just make it. And I know want. It's just make. Them not go black and have this pink lip and all them things there.
Yeah.
A guy. No. Me I preach naturality all the way. All the way.
Well,
All the way.
that's a good order because that is about health. If you
As me blush, me cheek them pink. So when me because me have a touch of something,
yeah.
and me can't do nothing about it.
See,
But me know say the African in me strong.
see
And
it.
my great grandmother is Nigerian,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. My dear sister Marcia,
Yeah.
say the 2 hours were fly off already.
And that man say I can't believe it run off so quick. I don't
You
eat
see it,
yet, I don't nothing yet, but this is like food,
Yeah.
food to the spirit.
Yeah, man, and just don't see yourself as a one time a year on a community bus because we have a talk again maybe in the coming year. See, because next 2024, my whole vibes and the community bus. Me I go start focus. Me I read a book your name When God Was a Woman. See,
And I would in coming off, I'd like to recommend they get how in the book the Promise Key.
The Promise Key.
Is a very encouraging. It's a book that will encourage one to be industrious and to be strong and to be sharing and caring and believing in themselves and hold on to what they believe in. The philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey.
Yes.
And yes, the Schofield Bible and the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary.
You still sell the Schofield Bible at the 12 tribe?
I don't think so, because it was somebody who was really sending them down and you know, all of that I would have to check, because but I'm sure if them can resource it on the Amazon and all these places now, you know. So yeah, but it is those two books are very important to have. The Marcus Garvey
Philosophy and Opinion. The Philosophy and Opinion of Marcus Garvey.
Yes, and also the autobiography of Haile Selassie.
That is very important.
Empress Menin, the biography of Empress Menin done by that white lady there from Portland. Is although a white lady, she went to Ethiopia. She gone there. She left already.
What is her name again?
Angelique Parnell.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and she did the autobiography of Empress Menin. That's a good book to have as well.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about her. You learn how His Majesty felt about her, and it's a very good book.
And you say reading is an important part of the 12 tribe of Israel. Huh? Reading is an important.
Of course, readers are leaders.
Yes. We give thanks, my sister. We give thanks for having you here.
Because I was saying, well, am I ready for this?
Yeah, you're ready, man. Me know say you're ready. That's why I call you, because me know say you're ready for this. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, I mean.
See you on the other side.
Blessings and light, and we'll talk again.
Love and all the best with your music. You're really nice at the stage the other day, and just keep it going, yeah?
Yeah, man, we'll keep it going.
Sister Julia, that's Julia, right?
Yes, Julia, yeah.
All right, Julia.
All right.
The fort and
all right.
Rastafari.
Love and light.
Yeah, one love.
Blessings. Yes, that was Sister Marcia Elliott, Rastafari woman, holding the fort in the 12 tribe of Israel from she was 17 up till this time, and continue to blaze the fire. She not compromise her natural vibration. She say her lips are pink and she don't really need no lipstick, you know what I mean? Or no green lipstick or no blue lipstick or no red lipstick, And she says she loves to dress regally, royally, in her tall dress and, you know what I mean, and uphold the principles of Empress Menin, and she observed the whole union of Haile Selassie and his queen, and she still see them as an example of royalty within the family structure. These are some of the principles and the tenets that we can live by. If we can value family structure that way, we can, make a change in the world. We can be the change that we want to see. How we can build strong family, strong community, and strong country, and by extension, a strong nation of people that, people have to stand up and respect, or bow down and respect I and I as a people. If we now go uphold them thing there, you know what I mean? People are going to still treat us like a lesser being. We need to discipline ourselves. We need to hold orders and tenets that will keep us as great people that people can look up to. We were once great, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. You know what I mean? Make us stop, go around and start drift, the world drifting. A pure drifting, we see I go on, Prime Minister drift. What's your name there? Kamina drift. Why not drift, bro? We're not drifting to Samoa. A pure drifting, we see I go on. We're not drift the people into what? Death and destruction, or more slavery, or enslavement, or colonialism. It's just drifting. Everybody adrift, What a thing. We give thanks. Next year, the 2024, and we are going to come with more. We are going to explore the God, the female goddess. Next year, we're not talking to no heap of man. We want to talk to some women who are leaders in religious movement. So any woman who out there will lead Christian, a church or so, want to come sit down and talk with me. Anybody who are part of a Muslim or any other religious sect, You know, make we dissect the whole patriarchal, matriarchal vibes of God, whether you say, you know, God within yourself or you say God outside of yourself. We need to explore that little deeper, bring more balance. Jah guide, love and light. Blessings and light. This is Aymara, the musical revolutionary.